Hello investors and welcome back to Just Randy Stocks. During this video I want to talk about two stocks that I want on your watch list on Monday, and the first one is Proterra. I want to talk about Proterra, the infrastructure bill, and the timing for the press release for the Q3 earnings. When are we going to expect that? And then I want to talk about the lipstick king. I want to talk about Alibaba and this huge singles day, this massive, absolutely largest retail event in the entire world is happening in China. It just started, and one individual influencer had a 12-hour run which resulted in $1.7 billion in sales. We really need to pay attention to this, and I want to tell you why. So today Nancy Pelosi was on CNN and did an interview and said tomorrow we should get some updates on the infrastructure bill, and the deadline's supposed to be October 31st. Let's listen to the clip.
You talk about how you're almost there except for 10% of the bill, and you also talk about how the House is there. You guys are ready. You're going to pass it. And it's really these two Senate holdouts, Sinema and Manchin.
We'll know more tomorrow to see what makes the cut.
What makes the cut.
And then it's worth it, the time to go into it.
So tomorrow with the infrastructure bill, we're going to find out what makes the cut, and then we'll go into it. So October 31st is supposed to be the deadline. Of course, that's a Sunday. But we'll see. We're going to make some progress next week. It could be a catalyst for any of those EV plays that are in the infrastructure bill, any of those stocks that have been responsive to infrastructure bill news. One of those is definitely Proterra. I wanted to make sure you got that update. All right, for any of you that were looking to start a position or average down, you could see we closed green on a bullish candlestick in the 30-minute chart on Friday. So it looks like it's doing well. It's holding up well down here in the 930 range. I do like it down here. You see, we've been holding pretty well in 950. So that's why I was saying below 950, I like this. But it looks like it just fell below that support. But this infrastructure news could really help out. But I like this green candlestick. I think we have upward momentum coming into next week. All right, so last thing I want to do with Proterra before we move to Alibaba is I wanted to go through when I believe, and this is totally a guess, but I think it makes sense. When is the press release going to be for Q3? And on 7/26 of 2021, Proterra announced the date and conference call details for the second quarter 2021 financial results. And if we go October 26, which would put us on Tuesday, I think that could make sense. And they should announce possibly November 11th, so potentially this week. And the reason I mention that is I want to look at price action, and it's at a price where I believe it's a buy right now, and you could cost average down, of course, but I like this under $9.50. And, you know, potentially we could have not only that, but developments with the infrastructure bill. All right, let's switch gears to Alibaba. I want to talk about the Singles Day, or AKA Global Shopping Festival, this anti-Valentine's Day celebration that's held every year. I didn't realize this, in China. And it's a time when everyone, regardless of their relationship status, buys themselves gifts, and everyone waits for these celebrities to come out. It's got this incredible customer engagement and enjoyment. And when I heard that one individual sold anywhere from $1.5 to $1.7 billion, I was like, wait a second, let me verify. So I find the post on Instagram, I share it in the Discord, and one of the members gives me an audio clip to verify that they're talking about this on a video podcast, and they timestamp it. Thank you to the Discord member that did that, and I'm going to share that with you right now.
I think I want to tell you about this guy, Li Jiaqi, who's known as the Lipstick King in China. He did a 12-hour live stream on Wednesday on Taobao. 250 million people tuned in. He sold $1.7 billion of product.
So basically the equivalent of the entire adult population in America watched this.
Isn't that incredible?
That's bonkers.
That is amazing.
That is just incredible.
So that's QVC, and as if in 2.5 times the people who watch the Super Bowl. It's 2.5 Super Bowls.
Li Jiaqi, the Lipstick King.
The Lipstick King.
So you might be thinking to yourself, this sounds a lot like Cyber Monday and Black Friday. If you combine the two together, it's probably similar. And what I want to show you is this chart right here. It is not similar at all. It's not even close. And a lot of eyes are going to be turning to China year after year to really understand how to innovate and how to attract a consumer base, because everyone practically stops what they're doing. They wait for this event. And you can see by these numbers in 2013, 5 0.7 billion compared to 35 billion, 9.1 compared to 57, so on and so forth. I don't need to read all of these to you. So let's take a look at the numbers from last year. Now remember, last year Alibaba's stock was up above $300. Now Alibaba's gross merchandise value, or GMV, over the 11-day period, now they started earlier this time, so we've already started breaking records. A figure that shows the value of orders across Alibaba shopping platforms totaled 498.2 billion won, or 74.1 billion US dollars. Now the second part of this article I believe is just as important, because it's not just about Alibaba, it's about some of these US companies. You could see the US was the top country selling to China by GMV, according to Michael Evans, president of Alibaba. Now this was from last year. 5 billion of Alibaba's total 74.1 billion GMV came from US brands. So you can get ahead of the game if you're really paying attention. You might get a sneak peek of what their Q4 earnings is going to look like. And it might definitely beat analysts' expectation if they had the right innovation, if they had the right product. If something goes absolutely viral over there during this 11/11 period, you could see it in their financials in Q4. So I want to show you how dominating this Q4 was. So this is in quarterly buckets. This is in US dollars. This is on ticker terminal. And this is going to represent quarter 1 of 2020, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4. And you can see we haven't reported on quarter 3 yet. But look at these numbers and just compare. So say this is Q1. This is Q1 here. Q2, Q3, Q4. Look at the Q4 number. It's nearly, I mean, it is 15 billion, and it looks like it's going to break previous records. I think this is a huge buying opportunity. Don't miss out on this action. Let's take a look at the charts. We have come up from the 130 range, almost $30, up here to the 170, almost pushing 180. We did go over 180. We got to 181 just this last week. So I would say don't buy over 177 to mitigate your risk if you want to get in on this play. If you believe those numbers are going to get better, and we have already started breaking records, and you don't want to miss out on that potential upside. So what is the potential upside? According to the analysts, this is a strong buy. 25 ratings, 23 buy, 1 hold, 1 sell. We have a low analyst price target of 190 with an average price of 244 and a high of 330. And if you watched this video all the way to the end, thank you so much for supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.